Should you visit Seattle in the fall? And if you do, what can you even do? Today, I plan to answer your questions and give you an idea of what you can visit and see if you only had one weekend in Seattle. To give you some background, the intention of this video is for those who live outside of Washington State, who want to visit Seattle and get a feel for the area, but also don't want to take any extra time off other than what they already get during the weekend. So if you want to learn about fun fall Seattle activities, or just want to see what it's like living here, this is the video for you. So it's a Friday evening and you just landed in Seattle. Where do you go? Well, if you're a Harry Potter fan or just like the aesthetic, then you definitely have to check out the Splintered Wand. The Splintered Wand is a Harry Potter themed bar and restaurant located in the Ballard neighborhood. This restaurant has everything you need to get you in the mood for fall. It offers drinks such as absinthe and Eudora's Ghost, to food like deviled harpy eggs and tadpole in a hole. Both the food and environment have the feel of the world of Harry Potter. Plus, there's even a wand shop where you can build and customize your own wand based on your birthday, personality, and type of wood. You could honestly spend just as much time in the wand shop as actually eating and drinking. The entire feel of the place is spot on and is perfect for a cool fall evening. If the Splintered Wand was too dark for you, the London Plain is the spot for you. While Seattle has many cafes, this is one of a kind because it has a beautiful cottagecore interior, a flower shop, and healthy menu items. The London Plain is located in one of the oldest parts of town, Pioneer Square. It's a little more expensive than most Seattle cafes, but the service and feel of the restaurant more than make up for it. I always recommend getting their special of the day, whatever that is, and any latte or mocha. Then when you're done, there's plenty of small shops around for you to explore, and unlike other parts of the city, Pioneer Square still has many of the old brick buildings from the early 1900s and late 1800s, which gives the neighborhood the London Plain is in an entirely different feel from the rest of the city. It also makes for some great fall photos, and the perfect way to start your morning. Now that you've had your food, I recommend visiting the Swan Trail Farm. Here you can go apple picking, visit a pumpkin patch, get lost in a 10 to 12 acre corn maze, and pick as many sunflowers as you want. It's a great experience and gives you an idea of what it's like outside of the city. You definitely won't get bored here, and it's a great way to spend the afternoon. Now, if you've never been, you should definitely take some time to visit the University of Washington in the fall. The campus by itself is absolutely beautiful, but the combination of the Gothic architecture and brilliant fall colors makes it the perfect experience. Parking is also free on the weekend, and the campus is large but walkable, so there's really no problem with transportation. Just don't forget to check out the library while you're here. During the same day, if you're lucky and the sun is peeking through, the last thing you need to do is find a rooftop with a view of the Puget Sound. Trust me, Seattle sunsets are their most beautiful from September to October. During this time, the sun sets right over the Puget Sound and the sky can light up both the water and the sky in a brilliant orange and red. And on a clear day, you can see the outline of the Olympic Mountains. Personally, I recommend either viewing the sunset at Smith Tower, the Space Needle, or if you have a friend, find one who lives in a high-rise. You'll see some of the most beautiful sunsets during this time. If you're visiting in the fall, you have to spend at least one day at Leavenworth. While this is typically considered a Christmas destination, it's arguably just as beautiful in the fall. On a side note though, this video is a little deceptive. This was taken during the last day of Oktoberfest last year, which is one of the busiest days at Leavenworth. There's no Oktoberfest this year, so don't worry. At least this year you could visit without all these crowds. But while here, you have to try the hot spiced wine at one of the local shops. It's surprisingly good and makes for a refreshing drink on a cool fall day. Other than that, there's so many things to do here, you'll pretty much never run out of things to see. One note though, if you're vegetarian, you might want to look up restaurants beforehand to make sure you can find food that has good vegetarian food. Otherwise, you may end up searching for a long while. Also, I recommend you head home before sunset so that way you can catch some of the final fall colors as you drive through the mountains. Both Leavenworth and the drive to town are worth the whole trip. And that's it. This doesn't cover everything. To see more, you'll need a longer trip, but in general, this will give you a great feel for the Seattle area and let you see many of the best sights during the fall. But what did I miss? If you only had one weekend to visit Seattle, what would you see? Let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole?